slow 4 years, if I do say so myself. There's so many people that I've seen that I know for a fact has been on the platform for less than a year, and they just blow up because of one thing or another, and I'm here grinding every day, and it's just slow. So every little bit that you guys do really does mean a lot to me, and no matter how many people on COD and all that make fun of me for being a content creator, or just being on YouTube in general, they don't really faze me, because I've heard everything at this point. So every little bit that you guys do does really mean a lot to me, even though I'm not really able to show it, besides me making more videos. I just want to say thank you to the ones that have been sticking around with me. I know if I could go back, we got a new member that's been commenting on my videos. Starts with a K, family something. Sorry, I'm not really good with names. Just give me a second, I'll look them up. Yeah. But I know I used to have a buddy named Ice Boy on here, but he gave up YouTube years ago. So we got Top Gamer. I know he's somebody that comes onto my streams a lot. As much as I don't hang out with him anymore, and he does kind of ignore me on my videos, Flacco's been a pretty big impact on my games. So. Oh, Chem Family Television. Yeah, he's been commenting a lot. Top Gamer, I really appreciate you. You been coming on to my streams every once in a while. What's his? There's a kid that's been coming on that was recently in the hospital. He's definitely in one of these live streams. If I had to guess. Oh yeah, look at them just go to town. Asian man. Probably in this one, right? I don't know. I know he was somebody that... Oh yeah, it was Ninja something. Ninja 1... something. He had 2 accounts, and I remember he was watching them from the hospital. And who else do we got in here? I know I'm just pretty much shouting people out, but I really do appreciate these guys for coming on. Got Dark Apollo, I know, was keep coming on. I think the one guy was named Ninja Gaming, or no, Tactical Ninja. I really appreciate them as well. They came onto a couple of my Steel and Fish 1v1 live streams. So yeah, that's just a couple off the top of my head that I could remember. I'm not really good with if people that have been with me for a while know that I'm not really good with names or remembering things. So if I'm able to remember anything, you definitely changed me one way or another. Hey little Tim, why you going all in? Gonna get snapped right in the damn head. Oh yeah. I honestly don't even know. Ugh. Left me with a broken heart. Yeah. This battle's been going on forever. I honestly feel like at this point we've lost more men, even though I don't think they have any ballistas or anything anymore. Oh no, they still do. They still have a... We destroyed both catapults that they had. One of the archer towers. But this ballista's still alive, and the one archer tower on the right side is still destroyed. See, this is where I wish I could, like, when you're... I feel like if they were to add this, it'd be really cool. Okay, so, a couple things that would be amazing if they added it to this game. First of all, being able to organize your men before a siege battle. They implemented it into open field battle, which is amazing. I feel like if you're able to organize during a siege battle, because to me, I have done more siege battles in my 30 plus videos of Steel and Flesh than I have in open field battles. So I feel like that's something that would be better to implement. I also wish you were able to organize which men spawn first. So, like, it's mainly random at this point, but I've noticed that the computers, right off the bat, they have a couple of their, like, trained or, I'd say, low-level units on the battlefield to start off with, and then the rest is just all, like, elite and expert, which, for against a player, it's not really fair or even realistic at all. So I think having the opportunity to maybe choose which types of men you start off with before the battle begins could be the difference between a long siege and a short siege. I also wish that you were able to attack from different angles. Currently they have it set up so you can only attack the front gate, but I know for a fact there's a back gate to every single castle, etc., that is just closed off and you can't get into. Like, I've seen so many movies where people are able to... So many movies where knights in the day of night... I don't know why I said day of night. In the dawn of night, are able to get past their defenses because they had a small group. And they just go in the back gate and then kill people from there. I feel like if they were somehow able to have a chance... Like, if there was a day-night cycle in this game, it would obviously make it better. But even if you also made it so that it could be, like, a surprise type thing. Like, you know what I mean? I know I'm pretty much talking to myself, but, like, if you're able to attack a castle at night, there should be, like, garrisons that the men are in, and you can have your men, like, infiltrate the castle and then kill some of the guards that are sleeping, and then obviously you killing them makes noise, so the people within the vicinity would wake up, and then you have to fight them off. And then you could have it so that one of the people randomly, one of the random ones, they go and try to ring like a bell or something, and then it'll alert the whole castle, and then it's like a normal siege. And then your men come out from outside and try to take over while your men on the inside are still inside. But if you kill them, then, you know, it's still stealthy, and then you can go to the next garrison, and then the same thing happens. I feel like that would add some more depth into the game. So if you guys think that idea is good, just like it up, you know. Don't spam the developers, but a couple people, like, suggest it to them, which I think would be really cool. On top of that, one thing that I'm surprised about that they haven't added yet Like, why haven't they added like just normal ladder into siege battles? Like, you know what I mean? Instead of just the siege towers, there used to be men of like 10 people, and they would carry a wooden ladder, and they would be able to put it onto the walls. Which I feel like if they were to add that into the game, then you could definitely make it so you could have the men attack anywhere. Which, yeah, I know it adds a little bit much for the software of the game, but, like, it's more realistic. On that note, I think it would be also really cool if you could prepare your defense, too, for siege battles. So, like, right now they have it a little bit developed where you could have random men. So it would be archers and then, like, here and there some foot soldiers on the walls. But I feel like if you were able to, like, organize it a little bit better to where maybe there's, like, a 2-line defense thing set up for the walls, and you have, like, foot soldiers, a couple foot soldiers in the front, and then the rest is, like, archers, and then you can place them inside the tower, too. I think that would be really cool. Just another idea, a couple ideas. That, I think, in general, all the soldiers and armors and stuff should be reduced in price, because unless you have, like, 30 castles or something like that, you don't really get any economy. Or if you had a bunch of, I would say, farms and stuff, you don't really get much in economy from it. Unless you're pretty much just a straight up businessman with, like, 30 dairy farms in different places, there's not really a point to the prices of everything. Like, right now I currently have 2 barns, 2 pigistries, and then 1 chicken coop, which you saw gave me around 90k, but that's not always the case. It's normally around 30 to 40k. It just depends on the year in the game. But then that just goes straight away because of my castles, and I can't keep up with everything. So there's just a couple ideas. If you guys don't mind saying stuff to developers, I feel like the only way to get to developer teams nowadays is if you collectively comment about certain things and ask them to add them. As we all know, in Call of Duty, we have a whole community of millions of people saying that certain things need to be changed, and then they make the wrong decisions. So I think since this is a smaller development team, it might make a bigger impact if we're able to come together as a community and then tell them. That's just my opinion. Man, this siege is taking forever. I honestly don't know how much men they have left. I really hope that we get the capital, though. It's like, I already have the feeling that I won't get it because it was mainly, what's-their-faces men, Jin Dynasty's men, that are attacking it. Even though it's showing a bunch of Polish men for some reason. I just think it'd be really cool, you know? Really cool, you know? Cool, you know? I feel like it's going to be very even with the amount of men that we lose, though. Also, I don't know if it would kill the game or not, but I feel like there needs to be more, like, openness when it comes to land development. Like, realistically, not everything would be inside walls, right? There would be farms and stuff out here. So, maybe you could set it up that men from the defending team has men out in the battlefield in, like, little towns and villages. Like, right there, it shows a little bit of development of, like, castle, like, village type stuff on the outside of, but this is a capital. So, like, village, it could stay the way it is. You'd have it set up so men are in, like, trench type things, and spikes and whatnot. But for, like, castles and cities and capitals. I think developing the outside and being able to add men to that, and then it's kind of like layered defense, would make the game more in depth. Don't know how they would be able to pull that off, because there's a lot of stuff in this game already, which it seems like at this point when they add stuff, they take away a lot of stuff too, because I had to redo like 4 or 5 of my men before the update, because they took away a bunch of armors that I was using. I'm just a guy filled with ideas, you know? Dash, no. How many times do I have to say it? No. Kissy? No. Go down. No, Dash. Dash wants to come onto my desk, but I'm doing stuff on my desk, so... Oh my god, please just end the suffering already. I feel like this is just a full battle of AIs just fighting each other. This is an elite. It should literally one-tap, but it can't attack anything because it's stuck on a wall. It's broken little Tim Tim. Yeah, I'm gonna stop watching you. For glory! For glory! Oh yeah. Juan is really going in there. Go get him, Juan. Ling Tong, you got him. Yeah, good job. Donatello. No, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, look at that big meaty shield. I wish they had more defense on those shields though. They're pretty much just like thin wood. So they take up a lot of like scale surface area, so it really blocks the body, but they have like no defense on them, which is a shame. No defense. They call me Steve. Oh, you got sport. You got sport. What? Ew. Ew, gamer. Ew. Nah, the glory, all the way to victory. I feel like I just say random words for filler at this point. Also, for the one person I was in my Discord that mentioned a bunch of games, I looked at most of them. Mentioned for games to play. I looked at most of them. I've played similar ones to, like, the Western Survival, so I wasn't really in the mood to play a game like that. And then the bottom one, the last one that you listed to me, intrigued me. It was kind of like I think, either Chinese or Korean or whatever company made it, so all the dialect was in Chinese, Japanese. But my phone wouldn't accept the version of the game because of how old it was. So I sent them an email saying if they would be able to update it, but the game hasn't been updated since 2012. So I don't think they'll actually respond to me. It'd be really cool if they did and they actually take the time to update it so I could play their game, but unfortunately, they won't do it. Because I'm pretty sure at the time this game was competing with them, and this game took off, and Lord and Master, I think that's what it was called, didn't. Which is unfortunate because the game looked like it had potential. But sadly, it kind of got stuck in the past. But then again, this game gets updated like once every 6 months, so it's not too far behind. It'd be really cool if a moderator or developer of that game would come onto one of my videos and comment what they're going to be doing. Or at least email me. It'd be really cool. I would, because I feel like my videos, even though I don't have like any tutorial videos on their game, I feel like my videos have more of a popular